What's up, everybody? This is episode 93 of Hoops Talk with Dave's Joint. Shout outs to everybody that's been supporting us thus far. For those who haven't seen any of our episodes, go check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and IGTV. But before we start, shout outs to our good friends, the Players Circle. They're an interactive app that specializes in youth basketball. If you need some highlights, go check out the Players Circle on the App Store. But without further ado, we have a very special guest here tonight. He hails from Hartford, Connecticut. Um, was one of the best players in the state of Connecticut throughout his high school career. And last but not least, he's a skills trainer now and played college and pro basketball for a little while. But now he owns the Kahari Beaufort Skills Academy, of which I just attended last weekend. But without further ado, we have Mr. Kahari Beaufort in the building. Kahari, thank you for coming on to
No
share your
problem,
testimony.
man. Thank you for having me, man. It means a lot, man.
Indeed.
Thank you, bro.
So, my very first question is, when did basketball first start for you?
I'm gonna say it's crazy because growing up, I played football. Yeah, and then my football coach, he was like a father figure to me, still is to this day. He got me into basketball, CT Knights, and then working out with him every day, and then playing football. Like, I don't know, I just got really good at it, honestly, like really good at it. So I continued. I stuck with that. I had decided on football and basketball, so I stuck with basketball. That got me far, like high school, highly recruited, top 50 in the country. Like it was a great experience, man. It was great.
So, talk about growing up in Hartford, Connecticut. You know, Connecticut doesn't have many pro teams, but you guys do have UConn. Y'all have Sacred Heart, Central, Fairfield. But obviously, UConn is the big program in the state of Connecticut. Like, talk about the basketball culture in Connecticut.
Well, for UConn, when back in high school and still now, they still show a lot of support in Connecticut. Connecticut and UConn always it's like a home. It's family. So like when you think of Connecticut, you think of UConn. You know what I'm saying? Like we have the little mid majors like University of Hartford and CCSU and
Oh yeah, I
whatnot.
forgot about that. I forgot about Hartford.
Yeah. So, but when you think about it, it's all about UConn. You know. So luckily, I was one of the lucky ones to actually get to be able to train there, go there whenever I wanted. So it was UConn is always going to be a great program no matter what. So I feel like being from Hartford and even get a chance to go to UConn is a blessing. So yeah.
So as a kid, like, what were some tournaments that you loved playing?
The best tournament I want to say is I love the EYBL, the Nike EYBL. That was yeah. And then the New Jersey, they had the hoop group, I believe, a long time ago in New Jersey.
Yeah, hoop group, spring fling, stuff like
Spring
that.
Fling.
Yeah, that was
I
the
love
players'
Spring Fling.
event. Yeah.
That's what everybody was going. The best of the best was going there to play. So like me getting to play in that event and play against some of the top guys and do what I do, it was amazing, bro. Like that tournament was it was a lot of competition. And I learned the difference between the New York and Connecticut, like the gritty, like down and dirty. Like we have dogs in Connecticut, but there's different type of dogs in New York. Cause after middle school, that's when I moved to New York. Yeah, so and that brought my game up higher, like just being aggressive. Dykeman was fourth, like it was crazy. Played St. Ray's, like
Yeah, we're gonna get into St. Ray's, man. But I
yeah,
mean,
man, it was
any
crazy.
were there any tournaments in CT that you loved to play in?
We didn't. Oh, we had it. It wasn't. No, there's no tournaments in Connecticut except for growing up. We had our tournament at the CT Knights.
Okay.
That tournament was like BABC used to come up. Team Scan. Back then it was Team Underrated. Like it was amazing, bro. It was great.
So you would normally have, like, let's say for the CT kids, they'd have to travel up to like maybe Boston or something like that.
Yeah, definitely Boston. Or even you got Springfield. Springfield had some tournaments at AIC.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but like normally Connecticut don't have no signed teams. Like they don't have a Nike team. They don't have an Adidas team.
Yeah,
I think they have New England. They got an Under Armour team now. New England 6.
Yeah, and he's
But
6 is probably the only one. And
only one.
I want to say Connecticut Basketball Elite. I know at one point they were Under Armour.
I don't know. I always grew up playing under Shan.
Yeah.
So I've always been Lightning.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about your time with the Lightning, you know, coming up under Shan, Dana. You know, what was that experience like?
Oh, nah, they taught me hard work, man. Like, it was Shan used to have me running on the boardwalk in Queens. Like, Shan's a dog. Like, he put that dog into me. Like, my Uncle Dre, Andre Harrington, he the one who was like, man, you need to go out here and play, and let's see how really good you is. Like, and I went to New York, and it was more so like, they don't give a fuck who you are. Excuse my language.
No, keep it real. We good.
Yeah, they don't care who you are. You got to show them. And I was a kid from Connecticut. Mm-hmm. So they thought I was like some country kid and yada, yada. So when we played in Hamels in Queens and Far Rockaway, I was killing, like dogging them. And then I earned my respect from there. Like I tend to notice like when you got that hooper image and people tend to look out for you like, damn, like he's the hooper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to really worry about so much because like I just focus on basketball, you know? Right. So like I that's a lot of things that I liked about New York. And I liked how aggressive they was, like, because I was used to it, you know, I played football, but basketball wise, I felt like it was kind of like easy until I got there. And then it was like, oh, these dudes, like, they really gonna bump you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really hit you, like, all that shit. So I'm like, damn. So it was like, I remember one time I went to Shannon, like, yo, these motherfuckers aggressive.
Yeah.
He was like, what? He was like, man, come on, we're going back. Went back. I started dogging them. It was crazy. Like, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah. So did you start out high school in CT?
I went to prep school. So my freshman year, I went to Pomfret. Okay. So we played like St. Andrews and all them. I left after my freshman year. I started varsity. I scored over 600 points in 1 year. Wow. Yeah, it was crazy. And then that's when I really like blew up because we went to some tournament in North Carolina, like some big tournament in North Carolina. And then a week later, I woke up and I was ranked in the country. I'm like, what the? Like, it was crazy. So, and then my first offer from Lightning again, it was University of Miami. So it was crazy, man. It was at Island Garden. We had a showcase, a tournament. And then, I remember the coach just goes up to Shan and was like, yo, we want to offer this kid a full scholarship. And then my shit just went skyrocketing up there.
Wow. That's the university, the Canes, man. That's big right there.
Yeah, man. It was good, bro. Seeing all them schools into me and like all the hard work and all the work I put in, all the people who invested in me and like, you know, like I like it. It was a good experience for me.
Now, when did St. Ray's come in?
Antigua.
All right, you can talk about
the
Ravens.
All right, so exactly. So there was like basically I lived with Shandu. So imagine this shit. I was living in Queens, going to school in Bronx.
That's a long trip. 2 hours day.
Commute.
Yeah.
2 hours commute every day. Man, it was so many times I wanted to skip school. Like shit. Like it was crazy. But
yeah.
St. Ray's was such a great program because I was there when Shane Rector, Kerwin, Dana Dangles was there. Like I was there when some hitters was there, you know what I'm saying? So I came late. I didn't get to play because they didn't clear me to play. So after this season, they have like in New York, we had like we went to Fordham to go play like jamborees.
The team camps, yeah.
Every team camp, every university went to, they offered me right after.
Wait, so this was your sophomore year, right?
This is my sophomore year now, going to my junior year.
Okay.
So we go to Hofstra, I average like 30, get an offer. Go to Fordham, average like 30, get an offer. Like it was crazy how much schools was like getting into me. And then, unfortunately, the house got destroyed in Hurricane Sandy.
Oh, damn. So the house that that you were staying at.
Yes, it got destroyed, so I was forced to go back to Connecticut. But we're still trying to find ways to keep me in New York, because New York was it wasn't no distractions for me.
Right.
Like, it was school basketball, AAU training. But one thing that I could really say was Shan was on me about homework. So it was always schoolwork, basketball, working out. So like back home, like even I got my friends in New York and stuff, but like back home, it was like
it was too much going on.
I could do whatever. So I was like damn near the king of the city. I was the king of the city. So it's like I can do something and not get held accountable for it. But in New York, you do something, you get held accountable because nobody gives a fuck who you are.
Well, yeah, that could be true, especially a school like St. Ray's, because you went to a public high school, so they're probably you
St.
might get
Ray's,
away with
shave
more.
face.
Right.
Shave face. You don't gotta shave face, you going home.
Yeah.
Shirt and tie, you gotta go home. Like, you don't got it, you going home.
Yeah, and then y'all had Sadie as the dean. Everybody has those horror stories about Sadie.
Sadie, man, that dude, that was epic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, to me, personally, I feel like New York was a better situation for me all around, but Connecticut will always be like my love, my home, my support. Because the people out here in Connecticut, they're so amazing. And it's a lot of, as you've seen, it's a lot of talent, but we don't get that exposure because coaches are going to be like, we're going to go to New York first, going to pass Connecticut, then go to Boston. You know what I'm saying? Unless you that kid Donovan who got top 50 in the country, or Gavin, or one of them dudes who got the high major offers. But have you noticed that the guys in Connecticut who got the high major offers play for different AAU teams?
Yeah, man.
So
talk about your moving back to CT and going to East Hartford.
Okay, so going back to East Hartford, the city was on fire, bro. It was crazy, man. Like, going there, we lost to go to the championship to get a ring, but I mean, luckily I got a ring for St. Ray's, but yeah, it was love. Like, they treated me like it was love, man. Like, they treated me like the king. Like, it was, but that's the thing. Like, they treated me like that, but I felt like I didn't earn it. Like, going to New York, I had to earn everything.
Right.
Like, who is this country kid coming in? Like, who's this kid? Like, he's nice, but show me, because I could tell people like, yo, you nice. Da-da-da. Like, it could be the weakest guy on the court in New York. He's going to play you like he's the best. In Connecticut, you got the weakest guy on the court. It's going to play you like the weakest guy on the court.
Right. It was just no competition at all.
My point. So it's like, it was great because the fans, every single game was sold out, yada, yada. But then again, it's like, it wasn't nothing. And then I caught myself getting in trouble because it was just like, damn, like, I don't got that Shan. You know what I'm
saying? So yeah, you got, like, what was the incident where you got in trouble?
So the incident I got in trouble was, long story short, because I want to keep this part brief, but long story short, we got an incident where I dropped somebody off. I went home next morning. Come to find out, the person I dropped off robbed somebody. And since I was with them, the cops came. They was like, yo, you know such and such. You know me. I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing. Didn't know nothing. They're, all right, cool. They tried to get me to write a statement. Of course, I didn't do that. Like 2 weeks late. No, about a month later. I'm going to say a month. About a month later, before our playoff game, they come to my house and arrest me. So it's all over the news. I go to court the next morning. You got Channel 3 there. It's like fucking LeBron or something. Like
Yeah, like
it,
I know that was heartbreaking for you. Like you're doing the right thing, but it's because guilt by association. Unfortunately,
exactly. And since I didn't, I didn't snitch. I didn't do none of that. I got in trouble for it, but luckily, what happened in the dark come to the light. So like they go over the cameras and yada yada and see that I didn't do nothing. Like, and then everything got like erased basically.
Okay.
Great lawyer, shout out to him. But after that, nothing happened. Colleges still was messing with me, but some back. I lost the Miami offer. I lost the Syracuse offer. I lost my UConn interest. It was like
Wow.
all
So just
big,
because of that incident, basically.
yeah, the big schools, there was a way.
Wow.
But like West Virginia, Pitt, Indiana, all the way. But all the mid majors was locked in and loaded. Like, so I had to go Juco. I went Juco, I was 2 years Juco All-American, killed that shit. And then I was gonna go to UTEP. I didn't want to go to UTEP. Then I want to go to SIU. Didn't want to go there. Then I committed to Norfolk State. And the reason why I committed to Norfolk State is because the coach. He was such an amazing guy, like
Robert Jones, man. Shout out to my guy.
amazing guy. And then I decommitted because of the situation that happened where I had my son. So my son was from Virginia, like his family was from Virginia, and I was so nervous. It was like, hell no, I can't go to Norfolk. It's too close to my son. Like I was scared. I didn't know what to do. Decommitted, went to Tennessee Martin. I said, I'm going to play in OVC. Like, fuck that. But coaching staff at UT Martin was great. I was in there. I thought I was gonna be the guy there from what I mean. You know how that goes. The coaches saying shit. So and I was killing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just wasn't the right situation for me. So unfortunately, I was like, damn, I should just stay at Norfolk. But I thugged it out. I was like, you know what, cool. I stopped playing in the middle of my senior year because I got hurt. But fortunately, my background was such great with basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I got opportunity. Got assigned to Sports Alliance. Thomas Rome, great agent. Still have him now. He got me overseas. I played in CIAC.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I got invited to the GLeague training camp for Long Island Nets. I got hurt again.
Yeah, we don't want to go too far ahead. Nah, I want to wait.
Talk to me.
My fault. But yeah, we don't. But we'll get to all that stuff later. But yeah, first off, shout outs to the East Hartford graduating class of 2014.
Definitely.
Now, let's go into Juco since you started there. So you went to Lakeland first?
Yes.
Okay. And then you finished out at Angelina College.
Yep.
So talk about the Juco experience.
I feel like Juco is better than. I feel like people rushed. That was my problem. I was rushing. I didn't really like recollect my thoughts, and I feel like it's a big problem with a lot of people. Like a lot of people rush to go D1. They want to do whatever. They go prep. They gotta do it. No, Juco is better because it's more competition because people's trying to get to that D1 level. So everybody plays twice as harder. Like it's amazing, and it shows depending on what JUCO you go, it shows you who you really are. A mental thing, because there's some JUCOs, the best JUCOs got the worst living facilities. So it's just like it shows you your mental toughness on how bad you really want to go D1 or D2 or D3, whatever you want to do. But I feel like JUCO prepares you more because you're already playing against the older physicality type of guys. Compared to going prep, you're still playing against high school kids. Now JUCO, you're playing against grown men who wants the same opportunity you have. So if you see UConn in the gym, that one UConn, everybody want that offer. You know what I'm saying? Compared to a kid in high school who already got UConn and St. John's, St. Joe, nah. Because if you throw certain kids, you can't throw them in a Juco because depending on what Juco, I went to the top Juco. Angelina is one of the top conferences.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people can't make it there, respectfully. A lot of people can't.
Yeah,
So
man.
it's like it prepares you more, and I noticed that because when I went to my visit and I played, I'm like, oh, this shit easy because I'm already playing against the high competition of Juco. Like I don't know if you're familiar. We played against the kid Tony Farmer.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sad. That's sad. What happened to him?
Yeah, very.
The
But
dude
he
got in
killed in
trouble
Juco.
twice.
Very. It's crazy, and he was probably one of the best players I've seen at Juco. No bull. Him and the dude, I forgot his name. He played for LSU too when Tremont was there. The tall African dude. Forgot his name, but he was there. Like, every conference had nothing but Division I players. University of Houston, somebody who went to Kentucky. Like it was crazy. So it prepares you for it. So I like JUCO a lot better. If my personal experience, I think a kid should go JUCO before they go prep. If they really want that experience.
Yeah, man. Cause it's like, don't get me wrong. I love the JUCO, and I'm sorry, I love prep school and everything, but a lot of kids they wasting their money, and it's like some of these prep schools are not even accredited. You know what I'm saying?
At
Like
all.
it's money. You know what I'm saying? Like you losing your chance at eligibility, and then these people are robbing you blind. Then 9 times out of 10, it's like a lot of the real legitimate prep schools they can't afford, or chances are if they have a scholarship, it's not a full scholarship, so they're gonna have to put up more money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and then junior, and like you said, JUCO, everybody physically, some of these kids are not ready for that, so they got to go to prep school. But you know, if I had a chance, I would advocate JUCO over prep any day. Because I mean,
Yep.
don't get me wrong, I love all the prep schools, but you just know that some of them are just out to make that quick buck.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear so
Totally
many
agree.
stories like you living in a house with 30 other people, you getting no food at all. You know what I'm saying? Like so many horror stories.
I agree. 100%.
So UT Martin was talk about that experience.
So UT Martin is a great program. I like it. And it's crazy because I went to school with Kedar. Kedar Edwards.
Shout outs to Kedar.
Kedar Edwards. And that dude is so gritty on the court. It's amazing. It was great playing with him because he got my confidence up a lot. Because like it's like when you a dog and your coach don't let the dog out of you, it's like, and then you go to practice and you kill, and you just like, yo, coach, just let me play. Kedar was like, yo, play your game. Don't worry about nothing. As long as you doing buckets, you doing what you gotta do, they gonna play you. And that's what happened. And they had to play me because when I got on the court, when I got to play longer than 5-10 minutes, you see me averaging 10, 12. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy because a coach can take your confidence from you.
Yeah, it can.
They definitely can, because it's like, sad to say, it's like they control you. Because they control your playing time. They control your practice time. They control if they want you in the school, out the school. Like, so it's more so like when you have somebody, like sometimes you just gotta, like, as a coach, you gotta be like, yo, go get the bucket. You gotta let your players play instead of being in a certain, like, let's just say like UT Martin wasn't the best decision for me, but I thugged it up. Because every coach and every style of play is different from every school. Because you could be one of the worst players on the team, but if you go to another school and that system fits you, you'll be the best player. So it's all about the system and what if it fits you. So for me personally, like I said, I love UT Martin. They treated me like family. They still do. I'll never say anything bad about it. It's a great program. Rest in peace to my coach. He had passed away.
Rest in
I
peace,
love that
Anthony
guy.
Stewart.
Definitely, man. But if you want to go there, just make sure it fits your style of play. If you go to any school, make sure it fits your style of play, and make sure the coach give you that confidence, And yeah, but other than that, UTMI I liked it. I did. I really did enjoy it.
When you
They
were
treat you like
there,
a family.
that first year, I guess that you all had a winning record, 22-13.
Yeah, we killed. We killed everybody. Murray State, we beat everybody that year.
And y'all
Lost to
made the
Ole Miss.
CIT, which one of my favorite tournaments, because I got to check that out at Fordham. I think that might have been maybe the first or second year of that tournament, but either way, it was still good.
Yeah, it was good. The CIT was great, man. It was good. UTMI was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. What happened your senior year?
I got hurt in the middle of the year, my knee. So I just took that time out. My coach and them supported me, of course. I was just getting ready to go pro, man. Just getting ready to go sign overseas. That's really
Shout outs
it.
to the UT Martin graduating class of 2018.
Definitely. That's a great class, great
How did it
people.
feel? How did it feel graduating from college?
Oh, it felt good, man. I graduated with 2 degrees. It was, man, that's one of the first to graduate in my family. So to have that, and my mom and family, they drove from Connecticut to Tennessee. So it was a blessing to see all that. My coaches is happy. The community is happy. It's more to know that, you know, you don't have to be a statistic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think black people are gonna fail or do this or that, but you know what I mean? You could prove a lot of people wrong. Like even if this is what I tell people, bro. If you one of the best players and you get hurt, they can never take your education away from you. So, man, me and the talks that one of my close friends, Isaiah Whitehead, be having.
Shout outs to Whitehead, man.
Yeah, that's like my brother right there, man. That is my brother, actually. But nobody know he got his degree. So it's like, like no matter what happens, they can never take that education. Like a black man with an education is very powerful. So that's how I feel. Graduation was fucking great. I had a ball, man.
That's big right there. Now
Appreciate it.
the pro opportunities, like how did the which did you do the G League thing first or the overseas?
What did I do? I went to Mexico. I went to CIAC. I didn't like the living conditions. I came home. I didn't like this shit. I'm not about to be. Yeah, I came home.
It was that bad?
It was bad, bro.
How
It
bad?
wasn't bad, but it definitely didn't suit me in my comfort level.
Right.
I could be, and I've been through some shit. So,
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the G League tryout. My agent got me in the G League tryout. I killed there. I was there. Shout out to Chaz though. He was there too and Mike Williams. They was there doing their thing. They called me the next day to come back. Killed again. And shout out to the coach who was there because he the one who put me in the G League draft. White, I forgot his name. He was the head coach there at one point. He put me in the G League. He called my agent. It was like, hey, we're going to put him in the draft. Unfortunately, I didn't get picked up, but I did get invited, which is great. So I did that. And my knee was just tweaking, bro. I don't know what it was. And it was just more of a business type of decision. Like, girl, we want you, but it's a business. If you're going to be injury prone, basically, like, we got to go with somebody else, which is understandable. But still, good. Another shout out to them because we still communicate to this day. So they're great people. They help me out a lot. So this is where the overseas part get tricky and funny. And we go back to Whitehead again. So I'm talking to Whitehead. He's like, yo, bro, just fly up to Europe. Like, you come stay with me. Just to come chill and just be on some bro shit, Talk to my agent. My agent paid for the ticket. I go up there. Me and him fly out the same day from New York. Cool. I go to the gym. We working out. We training. The coach is asking about me. I'm like, all right, cool. Whitehead always spoke highly of me. So I got an opportunity to play in the second division team, just off the strength of Whitehead.
Which country is this?
Bar Montenegro.
Okay.
So yeah, I get a chance to play with them. Everything's going good. I come back home because of COVID. Now COVID hits.
Oh,
yeah. So now it's all fine. And this is the thing that I really, really noticed that is different from CT in New York. So I knew Whitehead probably since I was like 12 because we always played against each other.
Yeah.
So I hit up Whitehead, right? And this is like some random shit though, by the way. This is like no, like me and Whitehead been talking, like hit him up like, yo, bro, like, can I come to Europe? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's open arms. Like, yeah, bro, no problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but remember, in CT, not gonna say no names, I hit up another dude. It's like, yo, bro, let me come down and work out and da-da-da. It's like, I can't do that. I don't know.
yeah.
But now we got a New York dude who I didn't talk to for a while, but still consider me a brother and help me out with open arms. So now it just made me think like, damn, New York, like they stick together, like, and it's crazy.
Well,
Not stick together, but like,
yeah, there's more unity. That you could
yeah.
say that, but that's not entirely true. There is some type of well, that all depends on the individuals, I should say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
There are
saying.
people that have frictions, I would say. You know what I'm saying? There are people that have beef with each other, but you know, some people are just kind of picky or as far as who they associate with. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, there is some unity, but it all depends.
Well, the people I should say the people I talk to,
right?
It was like I said, like not saying like New York as a whole, because trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I lived there. I was damn near raised there, so I know. But like, it's more of a like, he's from New York, so I gotta say New York dude. So like, him not barely knowing it compared to somebody I knew and talked to all the time. You see where it gets tricky at? And I knew both of their living conditions, so it was no excuse for me not to go. So it's more so like, if you're me, I feel like, okay, Kahari's going to come up and try to get put on, and I don't want to look bad if he's doing better than me.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. Yeah. Compared to Whitehead, it's like,
that's my
once
man.
Again,
Let me come. Yeah.
Once again, that New York gritty compared to CT gritty is like Whitehead, like, yeah, come up. I'm gonna kill regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a dog, so I'm gonna do what a dog do.
Yeah.
And CT is more like, oh, shit, I don't want to get embarrassed. Like, shit, I don't want someone to do better than me. Man, if you're a dog, you're a dog. And like I tell everybody, and I'll say it on here, my confidence is at an all-time high when it comes to this basketball shit. I'm willing to play anybody or pop out any events to play because I know how much work I put in. So I feel like if another dude think they're better than me, I'm not working hard enough. Because I put the pain into this. So like, I know what it takes to be a pro. I know, and this is why I do the Skill Academy off of who I know and the connections. And we have, in New York, I got the 5-star. In Boston, they got the NERR. But in Connecticut,
5-star ain't even around like it's not around as big as it used to be anymore.
Yeah, but growing up, I'm talking about growing up. You had the 5-star. Growing up, you had the NERR.
Right.
In Connecticut, you don't have any of that. You don't have nothing. No exposure camps. No anything. Like, there's nothing here, bro. So if I can get something here, then it's great. And shout out to Coach Frazier from Virginia Tech, because he's going to be tuned in on January 9th on my other Skill Academy. So it's like, if I could bring that to Connecticut, I'm going to do it. And it's crazy because in CT, you hear the oh, I don't know how it's gonna go, and then they see it pop. Now everybody want to get on it, and and it's crazy, bro. Cause I keep bringing this up.
Yeah.
You know how I got into the Skill Academy? Fucking Whitehead. I asked him about like how's the Skill Academy, how you do this, how you do that. Open Arms gave me the blueprint. He was like, yeah, Connecticut do need help. Like he said, respectfully, Connecticut, yeah, I need help. But I could be the guy to do that.
That explains. I guess did you guys play in the same tournament together in Hartford? I'm trying to think. Was it the Greater Hartford ProAm or something like that?
All right, yeah. So about that, I brought them up here. I brought him, and he got Filet and all them to come, Desi and all them. Great. He scored like fucking 80. No cap.
Yeah, I heard about that game.
Yeah, and that's the first time CT been on fire. Like CT was lit, and I made that happen. So it's like, damn. See, the next game after that, there was nobody there.
Wow.
Like 5 people there. It was probably like 5 people there.
Yeah, because I know that game with Whitehead was heavily promoted. That's for sure. And then then
he won Dykeman. That's what really went crazy. He had 70 something in New York, in Connecticut, and then he goes home to win Dykeman. So
this was last year, 2019.
Yeah, so like he just had a great ass summer. Like he had a phenomenal summer.
Yeah. We miss street ball.
Yeah.
We miss street ball, man.
But I swear.
Yeah. But I mean, God willing, everything comes back to normal. I'm definitely trying to come up to CT again.
We're gonna have we're gonna do a high school event where in the summer my Skill Academy is gonna play Whitehead Skill Academy.
And it has to be in a neutral location.
Nah, we're gonna go to New York.
Oh. It gotta be at a good enough location for everybody to pop out.
I wanted to do it at Dykeman. But I want to keep it indoor because my guys are not CT. We're not known for being outside.
Yeah, so if it's indoors, that's gonna be tough.
Trying to get it indoor.
But yeah, so talk about the Kahari Beaufort Skills Academy.
Yeah, so about the academy, it's not. I wanted to make it more of these kids getting some more exposure. So what we do is we do some drills, and we play up and down. I have some pros come in so they can see like, all right, yeah, Kahari knows these people, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids already know who I am. So it's like, but if I could show them proof, it shows them more belief. You know what I'm saying? They believe in me more because I tend to notice a lot of kids not going to listen to people who haven't been there, who haven't been where they're trying to go.
Right.
And since I know what it takes and I've been to where they're trying to go, I feel like I can help as in using my connections and people I know to get them better looks. So what I do is I get all the top guys and I get a couple of sleepers, like guys who are nice, but they don't get the publicity due to because these other guys. So when they come and these sleepers kill these guys who are nationally ranked or got these high major offers, now they're on the map. So that's my goal is to get all these players, man, D2, D1, D3, NAIA, Juco. As long as you go to school for free, I'm happy, you know? So my next event is going to be an exposure camp where I have 50 kids who want to sign up and we give them that exposure. Like have the college coaches, the prep schools, even the Jucos, the NAIAs, they're all logged in. They're all tuned in. We send them all the players, height, class, et cetera, and and go from there. Because we need that in Connecticut. We don't have that because you can go to New York. You're gonna find skill. You're gonna find camps in New York. You're gonna find some camps in Boston. You ain't gonna find nothing but win in Connecticut. So now, if I could change that, then cool. They can have, like, you know what I mean, people could have the skill development. They could have the AAU. That's not my lane.
Yeah.
My lane is the Skill Academy, which is gonna get these people, these kids, these parents to believe in I can help them get to that place as long as they believe in the skill academy. And it's not like they're paying. I'll pay for everything.
Yeah.
So it's not for the money. It's for the opportunity for the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, talk about Island Fam. What's that about?
Oh, okay. So Island Fam, it was a group of kids I had all over Connecticut. All like Primo Spears, Corey, Jordan. And it was just like these was the it guys in Connecticut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Primo and Corey, the best back court. So you got these kids who ISO everybody. That's your island. So
Wow.
yeah, when you got them in the ISO, that's your island. And you know, when you're on your island, you got to kill the nigga on your island. And that's what they do. So I'm like, yo, Island Fam. I got a bunch of great kids, and it just blew up. They went viral on Filet. They went to overtime. They was on Sports ESPN, and everybody follows. So what I did was, all right. So now Island Fam is coming down. Everybody went to school. Not a lot of kids now. So the Island Fam page already had like 600 followers. So on the Island Fam, I switched that to the Kahari Beaufort Skills Academy page with them 600 followers already. So when I promoted that and I had these kids come, now I got over 1,000 followers now within 4 days. So it shot up. So now a lot of people, and then I got a lot of parents supporting me. I got a lot of sponsors. I got a lot of people believing in the vision, but they're believing me because I showed the proof. I showed the messages with the college coaches, the prep schools, the NAIA, the D1s, D2, D. So when they see that, they believe in it more. Because some people need the visualization. Because I could tell you anything, but if I don't got the proof, you're not gonna believe me. I could tell you I played for the damn Lakers. Where the proof at? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can say I got coach from Virginia Tech tuning in. That's just me just saying that. But once I posted it, and then I posted it, and they seen it, they're like, "Oh shit, he's for real." Yeah. I posted D1 NAIA. I posted Quinnipiac, U-Hart, Davison. Like, I posted all this shit. So now everybody like, "Oh, I gotta get in. I gotta get in. I gotta get in." Yeah. So now it's about time for the exposure camp because now I got the coaches on my side. So now what I do is now I go to the local D2s. So I go email. I already talked. All right. So I go email like Southern, Eastern, like all the local D2s and all the local D1s, CCSU, UHart, yada, yada. And they all reply back to me, but they reply back to me because they know me already. So I tell them about the Skill Academy, and they're like, "Hey, man, this is great because Connecticut needs this type of exposure." Mm-hmm. So they all have my back, and they're willing to. They're the one who told me about, oh, let's do this. How about you write down all the players, the name, the height, what class are they, etc. So when we are on the IG live, we can follow who we want to see. And that's exactly what I've been doing, writing up stuff. Because the first Skill Academy is what I learned from. So the second one can get better. And now we having a girls' Skill Academy with all the top girls in Connecticut. Exactly. So now it's just about progressing.
So this is one of the questions that I love to ask my guests before I lead up to the final question. Mm-hmm. If you could go back to 2014, what would you tell Kahari at 18 as he's going through his growing pains as a high school senior, not feeling like he's being challenged enough, and basically escapes trouble?
All right. So my biggest thing is you only have one time to make a first impression. That's my biggest thing because I tend to notice that first impression will hold on to you for the rest of your life. So if I go talk to you, if I meet you and you're like, oh, this kid Kahari just a dickhead, yada, yada, and I changed my life completely, you don't know what I changed. You just know from when you first met me. So if I ever needed your help in life a year from now and I reach out like, hey, man, I'm doing this, then the third is just like, no, when I first met you, you was a dickhead. Mm-hmm. And I will always hold on to you. So I feel like for old Kahari, I will always say, think twice and never ever judge a book by its cover. And honestly, just be a good person, because what you do good, people gonna want to do good for you. So it's more so of me just maturing and not thinking basketball could save the world or save me from ever having. Because I seen it happen to me. Like when them handcuffs is on you, it's a different story. So it's like you always and think twice about who you hang out with, because everybody in your circle is not in your corner. And I promise you that. So it's like you be thinking of guys in your circle on my day ones, those not the guys who's not in your corner, bro. Cause like the guys who in your corner is gonna make sure you do what you gotta do. They're gonna tell you like, bro, I don't want to be around the bullshit. Like I'm not about to sit here and go do this, that, and the third when we should be in the gym or when we should be doing this. And they will stop fucking with you because you're not doing the right thing. Those are the real friends. The real friends are not scared to stop fucking with you because you're not doing the right thing. So that's my input from 2014, Kahari. Just be smarter, be wiser, and just be a good person, bro. Because you never know who you're going to need in life in a couple of years, bro. Because the same person you talk shit to, you might need them a year from now, or 2 years from now, a month from now, you know? So yeah.
You said it best, man. Final question. What's next in the future for Kahari Beaufort and the Kahari Beaufort Skills Academy?
Right now, I'm really focused on getting these kids opportunities. And honestly, I'm not really even focused on basketball because this is my thing. If I can make more doing this than going to play overseas, why would I go play? For the image, for the look, I already have that. I have the most utmost respect in Connecticut and Boston. If I go to New York, everybody know who I am. I'm not worried about that. The biggest thing is now is trying to help these kids, because I know when me growing up and my friends, people didn't want to help them. So it's like if I could use my talent and my gift of knowing different people to bring them together to watch these kids play and get them opportunity, that's all I care about. Nothing else really matters, man. Just really just trying to get more sponsors, trying to get people to see the vision, and just trying to get these kids to the next level. It's like this is my lane. The skill academy, this is my lane. So I know if this is my lane, I gotta blossom in my lane, you know? So right now, just trying to help these kids because they don't need help, but it's always good to have that help because once again, you never know who you're gonna meet. So the day in the gym, you met some great people that you never knew. So you never know what could happen when you want to do something and you be like, hey, Splash, you want to come record? Of course, because he know you're a great person. But if you came to that gym being a dickhead, nobody's going to want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, going back to 2014, you never know who you're going to need. Just be a good person right now. And shout out to all the players' parents, and because they've been helping me. They support me. They believe in the vision. They believe in me, and they just want the best. And I can't. And nothing more satisfying than knowing someone believing in you. That means you're doing something right. You know, it could be one person. It don't matter. Just knowing that that person believes in you, that makes you want to keep going. So I thank all the parents, the players, especially the players, because the players didn't know much about the Skill Academy. I didn't even know much about the Skill Academy. So once I got Galvin and all the Gavin, you seen the kid, Deshaun, the St. Thomas More kid who got MVP of the he think not a lot of people know about him. But he will go to New York and do a good. He'll I think he'll kill during the certain settings. Like he'll do really good there.
Yeah, Desmond Claude. Shout out to him, man. He did
Exactly.
really well.
That boy is nice. So it's like he's only a sophomore too, by the way. But his parents believed in me. Like, yo, I love what you're doing. I love, and Whitehead. That's one person that I could truly say helped me with a lot, as in thinking different, as in just supporting me, as being a brother to me. And it's amazing. So to have that type of support from him, from all the other guys, and from Connecticut, whatnot, it's amazing. I just want to give back what I could, because if I feel like when I came back to Connecticut, if I had that skill academy, did not keep me, I gotta go to the skill academy, I can't go do this. Or I'm looking forward to go to the skill academy, because if I make the top 8, I go play Whitehead in them team. That's gonna give me more exposure if I kill him. So you're more focused. Could we have something in Connecticut now? So that's the goal, right? That's the dream. Let the skill academy become NERR, or when we was growing up, the 5-star. And it got the opportunity to be that. You know what I mean? Like, you seen it. Like, it got opportunity. It just, you got to believe in yourself. It may not happen right away, but it's gonna happen. That's all that matters.
Well said, bro. Kahari, thank you for coming on to share your
Thank you for
testimonial.
having me, man.
And I wish you and the Skills Academy nothing but the best moving forward.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
So everybody, this is episode 93 of Hoops Talk with Dave's Joint. Shout outs to my guy Kahari Beaufort and his wonderful event, the Skills Academy. For those of you from Hartford, Connecticut, those of you that went to East Hartford, those of you from the New York Lightning, UT Martin, and all the other places he's ever been affiliated with, go check out this interview on YouTube, Facebook, and IGTV. And I also want to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Definitely Merry Christmas, man.
And
And before we go, I want to give one shout out to Coach Joe Chapman and the Boston Spartans, because that's one person who actually, he took care of me as well, man. And I really appreciate everything he's done. It was a skill development with me. He got, playing on his AAU team was great. I definitely gained offers. I was top 50 in the country as well, playing with them. And he took me as a family, and I really appreciate that. So one thing I could say, out of Lightning and Spartans, are 2 programs you must go play for. Like, great programs. And yeah, that's that.
Indeed. You heard it first. Everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.
Peace.